In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do walls in Gorilla Tag. Whether you're a new player or an existing player, this tutorial is going to help you if you struggle on walls. So the best place for new players to start is right on this wall, because it's a perfect 90-degree angle, and it is one of the best places to practice going up walls. And how to do it is, to start, you could practice almost climbing. And the thing with walls is that your hands will stick for a good 1 to 2 seconds, like this. Your hands will stick. So that's how you can learn how to climb. And all you gotta do to go up without climbing is pretty much just push yourself opposite directions, like that. And then you could practice by getting farther and farther away from the wall. Like that. Practice that a couple times until you can fully master doing this at any pace you want, but get that down before anything. After doing that, one of the best places to start practicing walls is right behind Stump here, because it's similar to the one in City, not quite, but it has more curves to it, so you can actually practice going back and forth up the wall like that, climbing up. Or you can also practice climbing like this all the way up to slippery walls. And I wouldn't say that you'd get slippery walls on your first day, but another good spot is right over here. This is probably the most famous spot to practice walls on, the death wall. And here is another really good spot to just practice going back and forth using your hands all the way up the wall. And every time you do this, make more and more of an attempt to go all the way up and touch the slippery walls. Now, if you're understanding the point of wall climbing, we can move to wall running. Anyways, a good start to wall running is wall climb up to a good point on the wall and practice using your hand and just hitting like this. Because, no. So, once you got wall climbing down, we're going to move to wall running. And wall running is very simple. All you have to do is find any point on the wall. Pretty much just hit your hand on it a couple times, like this. Practice going across the wall, something like this. And a good spot that I recommend is starting here and go all the way over there like this. Like that. Now the correct hand motion is having your hand up against the wall like this, and to just push, 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 push. If you're understanding all this, great job. Another thing, vertical. Now there's 2 hand motions for verticaling. We could do the wall run hand motion, like this one, but use it to just push yourself up the wall like this. Like that. Or another way is, instead of having your hand like this, have it to the side. So you can, like this. It's a little trickier than the other ones, and that wasn't quite a vertical, but this hand motion is a little trickier than the other one, but it still works. Now, we're going to move to Lucio running. Now, Lucio running is, you're going to have to use this hand motion. And to Lucio run, you're going to use both your hands. And to start, you're just going to push. Start like this. Just kind of play around on the wall. Practice this hand motion. Do anything with this hand motion. Once you do that, get your other hand and just try to do anything with this hand. Now, once you're feeling comfortable using your other hand, you're going to kind of put them together to do a little something like this. Push, 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 push. Like that. And done correctly, it looks like this. Now, it all just depends how fast you move your hands. You can move your hands really fast like this. Or you can move your hands slow like this. It just all depends on how you choose to play the game. But if you want a real challenge on your vertical using this or this hand motion, come over here to double walls. See how far you can get just by using your other hand like that. And with your other hand like that. Next is slippery walls. We're going to focus on slippery walls next. And this is one of the best spots to practice slippery walls, and I'll show you why in a second. But to perfectly do slippery walls, you're going to want to do, all your hand motions, right? But instead of doing them, like how you normally do, you gotta push a lot harder, because with slippery walls, you gotta push hard to go up the wall. I'll show you. So here's me just trying to do it normally, with the normal stuff, right? Yeah, it may work, but you're not gonna get anywhere with it. But you gotta push down harder, like I showed, and you'll actually go up the wall. The best hand motions for slippery walls are either this one or that one. They're both very simple. So here's the first one. Push, push, push. Or like this. Like that. Now, there's not too many things you can do on slippery walls, but there's some good ones that will really count in public lobbies. So this first one I'm going to show you is I would be careful using this one, just because I've gotten reported in a lobby doing this a few times, and it's not fun because you risk getting banned by getting reported, but it's still really fun to learn. So if you've already learned how to pinch climb like this, then you're really gonna need this. So come over to this crease on the wall right here. Or you can go to the top of that tree and start it. At the bottom, what you're going to do is you're going to climb. Now, once you're on the edge of slippery walls, you're going to make a little jump and just pretty much start walking up like this. Push, push, push. Just kind of keep yourself up on the slippery wall. Another way is the one I like more. Is from right here. You can start hitting down really hard. You can just sit up on slippery walls. And no, I'm not playing on Steam, so this is just me using my controller to push down to stay up on the slippery wall. And the final tactic going to be slip slaps. Now, slip slaps are you're on slippery walls, you go up and you hit off that corner or that corner or that corner. So, you get a good start on the wall, and you hit off on this corner right here. We're going to do a little something like this, and slip off like that.